episode of OFL News. Here with me today is Barton head coach and assistant head coach, Night Trainn and Raidernation.
Did you forget me?
Well, you're going to be here every episode, so you are the man with no need for introduction. You're welcome.
You aren't special.
Okay, so let's start off and jump into the questions here. I got asked, who are the best OFL rookies? And in my personal opinion, the rookies have been less than everybody expected them to be. Since the first draft or any rookies coming into the league, there's been only a few guys that have been able to compete. I think Night Trainn and Raider, you guys are probably leading the pack of success for rookies after season 1. So
yeah, we were season 2 rookies.
Yeah.
So you figured about Lord Jaws or something?
Oh yeah, me too.
I didn't say that there wasn't successful rookies, but I think most of the people that were here in season 1 have stayed, and I just don't see that there's enough people like rediscovering Football Legends to come play. Most of them that are serious about it already have. The other ones are alternate accounts mostly. Unfortunately, that is reality. But the best rookies this season, I can honestly say that I don't know too many rookies. Mostly because they are rookies, and I can't keep track of every single name that I see during the draft. So, does any of you three guys know much about rookies or what?
I know I have one good rookie on my team. Actually, I have two, but one who's made impact in games. Red Bull 2012. He hasn't done a ton. He pretty much won us the Ducks game with a really clutch touchdown run at the end. But he's probably, of all the people that I know are rookies, probably one of the bigger standouts. Also, Fracta Anima, I think, is a rookie, but not many standouts.
You heard it here, guys. Rookies, step up your game so that we can start mentioning you in the show. I would actually like to have a few rookies from the OFL draft preparatory group come and speak on the show. I'd like to know what that experience is like. I never got to enjoy the draft because I came in season 1, 3 games in, or 2 games in.
The season 1 struggle?
Yeah, season 1 struggle. So anyways, a question I got was, can the Panthers still make the playoffs? My answer is simply no. I don't think they can. They've got 2 teams ahead of them. It's going to be... They would have to win every single game to even have a chance. And I don't see the Snowhawks and or the Raptors falling out where the Panthers could still steal a spot. So the answer to that question, for me at least, is no. Any of you guys disagree, or do you guys all agree?
I really think no, but only if the only way they can if Letrus starts showing up, or Latrus, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, I also say no because they just traded away Galaxy Supernova, who is by far their best receiver, and Setsuna, also their best cornerback. They lost their cornerback to inactivity, Latrus obviously, and the Raptors are on the rise, so I don't see anybody else really stepping down and losing their spot to the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't really think that the Panthers can come back to where they were at least before.
Yes, also, I totally forgot. Some of you guys said that you didn't know who's speaking, Bunglist or Collinator from last episode. Well, obviously now you know what Bunglist sounds like. So, Night Trainn, just to make it clear, can you speak and say hello to everybody?
Yeah, I'm Night Trainn.
And you know what Raider sounds like. He's an official Undertaker of the OFL.
Yeah.
He's the record for deepest voice. Lord Jalis, I'm sorry, you're a close second.
Yeah,
Okay.
I win.
So, let's continue. What rules should be added to make the game better? One comes to mind. It's not even a new rule. I think the refs need to enforce the use of M as a penalty more, and I think that they should also enforce the no standing on the white rule. I know, sorry FFC, I'm going to call you out here. You guys do quite a bit of trick plays where one guy will look like he's off the field and he'd be standing in a crowd of people that were on the white, like clear as day. The refs don't call it, so they get away with tricking the defense to thinking that he's off the field, so then he goes and rushes or finds somebody else, but then one guy just jumps on, and it's confusing, and I don't think it should be in the game. So it's not really a new rule. I think it just needs to be enforced. And with the use of M,
We're looking at
called.
We're looking at you, Fultz Philly, for the use of M.
Yeah, sorry to say, but you should be penalized quite a bit.
I'm a bit guilty for the M thing, but also a rule I think should be added is when you have the ball, you're about to be tackled, but you just jump and dive so you can get like an extra 5 yards. Like I watch so many Firecats games, and to see Mr. Mac do that, I just want to shoot him.
Oh yeah, I think. Oh, go on. Nick.
I think that I don't think that should be called because they're diving for yards. If they're not tackled yet, I don't really see a problem. I mean, you're fighting for yards. I think it's all in good spirits. So I don't see that rule being improved.
I mean, like I've had it before. I think against the Ducks once or twice. One of their guys jumped up, he got hit in the air, but then he dove and got like an extra 3 yards, even though he was clearly hit in the air. So, just annoyed me.
All right, next question.
Next, unless Raider has something to say.
Yeah.
No, I got nothing.
Okay.
I don't really see how that's annoying.
It annoys me.
Will the
No, it does not.
next question is: will the Ducks make the playoffs, and are they contenders? I don't really know too much about the Ducks, but I know they've got a decent record. They've got a decent team. I'm not too sold on them. I think the main contenders right now have got to be the Raiders, FFC, Punishers, the Rams, and wild cards are the Bruisers and the Snowhawks. I don't know too much about them. Sorry to call you out, guys, but you guys didn't. You guys have had a relatively easy schedule, and you've had one hard game, which you have actually lost. And we'll get more to that later.
Yeah.
So let's.
All right.
So what do you guys think about the Ducks?
In my opinion, if you look at the Old Western Conference, almost all the teams besides the Warriors are able to make the playoffs. I mean, you got the Rams at 4-0, Bruisers 3-1, Redcliffe 2-2, and then you got the Ducks and the Spartans at 2-1. So it's clearly close. I think the Rams are pretty much locked, and I'm not sure if there's 3 seeds or 4 seeds this season.
There's 4 in each conference.
4? Oh, yeah, definitely. Ducks are making it.
I'm going to say no to the Ducks because I've seen, the Raiders are obviously on the rise. You see what they can do. They're good. The Rams obviously have their spot locked in. I'm pretty confident in us because we have, 2 fairly simple games ahead of us. I think we'll be able to sneak in, but the Spartans are also actually becoming a much better team. High Power, also known as Ikios, is getting a lot better. They've got a good offense, but the Ducks just have an awful defense.
Actually, you know what? Before the season started, when they still had CPT Kush, I honestly thought that the Spartans had probably had one of the most built-up defenses. They had Larry Fitzgerald. They got King Skate, who's now with us again. Thankfully, he's a good player. They had some really good players, but I also called that they wouldn't last too long because kind of knew that they were on the out. So.
Also, they lost the first game to the Snowhawks, even with that roster. So.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure. Captain Kush couldn't play that game. So.
He did.
Did he? Dang.
Yeah, I was in kick mode.
Dang. Well, I was completely wrong then. I guess I got to go back to the drawing board on that team, but it doesn't exist anymore. It's a completely different team. I don't know much about them, so we'll see what happens. We got a question from the big boss man, Brillion. He said, who is the best ball hawk in the league? NightTrainn, start us off.
Bulls Philly, easily. If you watch the game against the Panthers, and even the Season 2 game, you saw him, he could bait and then just dive in or just go for the ball, and he can catch it almost every time. He's a great ball hawk, and he's not really locked down. He just intercepts you all the time.
That nasty 100-yard pick six. That was the best play I ever saw. Not even mine.
Battletruck almost replicated that, but they called it back as Crates ran on, I think.
Yeah. unfortunately. But there's no highlights of that anyways, so Crazy is saved. He's not going to be hated by the league. I'm just kidding,
we
Crazy.
already told
Love
that
you here,
part.
buddy.
I already told that.
You only told half the league, dude.
Okay, my biggest friend Chauncey, who actually is a nice guy. I thought he would be mean. Shout out to you, Chauncey. You can come on the show again. Actually, I'd like to invite you to the show again. I would like to talk about your Snowhawks and your loss to FFC. So he wants to know, can FFC repeat? I think that they can. I don't think that they will. But they've got a good team. I wouldn't put it past them, but we'll just see how they do. It's really early in the season to tell. Plus, once the playoffs hit, they've just got a lot more to go through. But at the end of the season, we'll be able to tell for sure.
Actually, I was checking earlier today. Ahijah actually went back to the Firecats, so that's gonna help them a lot.
I believe that he is retired, though.
No, he came out of retirement. I checked. He's on second team offense.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
That's little Lois.
Just stay off the Vicodin. Just stay off the Vicodin. Okay. Battle Truck wants to know, will the new rules be abused to the point where refs will be kicking players out of the games just because they don't like them? And what he's referring to is new rules were made that if players are swearing or flaming or spamming or arguing with refs, that they will be immediately ejected. I've actually seen this rule inflicted 2 or 3 times in my game alone. Do I think it will be abused? I don't think so, because the refs are not players, and if a ref hates you, it's because you were flaming or arguing with him anyways, so then you should be ejected. So the answer is no, for me at least.
No, I don't. I think no too, because Brilliant and Ozzy they're pretty fair. I mean, Brilliant has ran this league for 3 seasons now, and I've had unfair calls, but nothing that is obvious and biased. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with no.
I'm happy this rule was made recently, because if it was made before the Raiders game or enforced, I would have been kicked out easily.
Yeah, you did a little too much with the refs there.
Oh, this is the refs. That's great.
Okay,
Dude, you were like cursing at them and everything.
the next question is directed to Bunglist directly. Gio wants to know, why are you retiring? He said that he's heard a lot about you retiring, and he just wants some clarification, and he wants to know why are you going to retire?
Alright, to any of you guys who don't know, I'm probably, most likely going to retire after Season 3. And the reason why is because I'm going to be a sophomore in high school next year, and I need to focus more on class and stuff instead of playing this, because head coach takes a lot of time, honestly. And, yeah. Swag monies.
Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna also, just because you see it here, thank you for this new studio, by the way. That's an excellent crowd. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I wonder how many of you guys actually picked up on this little Easter egg type guy. There's always a random noob in every single show. He's on the crane today, so we'll see how that goes. I want to know if you guys want us to do anything more exciting than just sit here.
Argue with Deluxe. I want to do that.
Yes,
He doesn't
Felix,
have to
get on the show. I already asked him.
I'm calling out Deluxe right now. And then we'll do official OFL first take.
Okay,
I've tried to get looks on Skype before. It did not work.
last few questions. This is dragging on a little bit. Let's go. What team, or will the Huskies or Warriors go winless? Honestly, that's a hard question. I don't know their schedules. I probably should have known, but I'm gonna have to go, unless they play each other. I'm gonna have to say yes. I don't know. They're just not very good. I wouldn't pass them to get a win. I wouldn't be shocked either way. But they haven't won yet, and things that happen in the future or things that happened in the past will probably happen in the future. So I'm gonna have to go with wouldn't be surprised. Oh, hang on, I disconnected here. Oh.